Hello adventurers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're in historic Tombstone and we're going on a mine tour. So while here at Tombstone, there's a lot of cool things to do, and this mine is just one of them. I am making sure to hydrate before we go down. It is $20 a person, and I cannot wait because this is going to be super fun. Now, this is an original mine that was actually here in the Tombstone area, and they did stuff in here for quite some time. So each place that we've gone to that's had mining has been a little bit different than the last. So I'm very excited to see not only how they mined in this particular area, but also what the mine itself looks like, because I've been told that it's quite impressive. But as we're exploring the grounds, they have a few other things here, including this petting zoo and a few other cool features. So let's go check them out before the tour begins. Oh, this is cool. Inside of this first building that we're going into, it actually has some facts and stuff, but it also shows you a really interesting and ornate, detailed item. This is actually a Chinese crib. And it says here that cribs like this were actually sold and they were used in around the time that Tucson would have been popular. And it's kind of interesting to see that this one was actually located right between 6th and 5th Streets at a location. You never know what you're going to find whenever you come into these buildings, and that's why I encourage you guys to stop in every spot, even if it's on your small wait while going to another attraction. Well worth it. I was wearing a hat. They brought me a hat. I don't think I'm going to wear both, but this is a look, guys. This is a look. And it was inspired by this guy who started the whole hat on hat thing.
And then you can also put your sunglasses on top too.
Wow. Wow. And with the porta potty behind you, you look super official, like you're on a job site. Okay, this isn't much better because my head is super narrow, and so in order to snap this thing down, I tighten it up, and I can feel it getting tighter in the front and the back, but not on the side, so it's still kind of I don't know, guys. Hard hats are weird for me. Hats in general are weird for me. It's hard for me to find any kind of hat. So why should this be any different? And I look really tall right now.
In 3, 2, 1. Thanks for being here on behalf of Tombstone's Consolidated Mining Company and their prospective owners, Rick and Pat Jones of Birmingham, Alabama. Now, these drillers would put that steel up to their rock, obviously not that easy, taking their 4-pound sledgehammer, hitting it as hard as possible, turning it a quarter of the way. And they would do this a total of 10 hours a day or night. No, sir. The mining equipment that we have down here is actually equipment that the miners left behind.
Oh, interesting.
Essentially artifacts. Down these stairs here. Be careful on the pebbles in the area.
Well, if I fall, I'm gonna give it a go.
Negative. You are just flopping and flying if you're falling.
Flopping and flying? That is not a savory term. But this is the main ingredient in Tums, as well as rollades. I do like going over this entire blackish gray rock here.
Okay.
This large deposit is low-grade silver.
Yeah.
Now, this is silver chloride mixed with manganese. And manganese is actually the main ingredient within black powder and dynamite.
Yeah.
So most of this stuff would have been used at that point in time if they hadn't already been using blasting powder and blasting caps. Deposit extractions and tests in this area, even though it being low-grade silver, just to ensure the fact that they were continuing on the right roadmap vein or just silver vein, but I call it a roadmap vein. because this vein leading from this entire deposit to our left-hand side would lead them like this. So part of me thinks that these are naturally formed severings from rocks.
Yeah.
But sometimes they look just about like an arrowhead, man.
Yeah,
It's
really
just
cool.
uncanny. If you start running, I'm gonna be very upset. Also scared.
Also, we may never find him again. Just
That
saying.
too, yeah, exactly. There's plenty of little corners and crevices for him to climb and crawl through.
You'll-
Like I had said, I would like to flip these main lights out. And I'm gonna turn my flashlight out as well. Now, this is the light source that these miners had to work with at the time.
That is awesome.
What,
So that's the original wax.
Yes, ma'am.
what's the other stuff that's shining off the walls there?
That reflective rock there is a naturally luminescent rock when applied to UV light. It's called fluorite.
Oh, this.
And of course, and you might be aware, but it does come in different color variations of these yellows and greens, as you can see,
Yeah.
as well as purples, blues, sometimes light variations of pink. A little bit of chalcedony and high-grade silver in it.
Oh.
That's really cool.
Picture with my light on, but I'll also flip my light off, just because I think sometimes it might flush it out.
Okay.
It doesn't do it justice, so lights off. Let's see how
Ooh.
that looks.
Wow, so that was what they were looking for.
Yes,
Cool.
ma'am. Absolutely.
Okay guys, we just took the mine tour and we were very fortunate because we were the only ones who showed up at the time slot that we did. So we got a private tour and that means we got to see all sorts of really cool stuff and kind of talk about some of the behind the scenes things because we have a little bit of knowledge from previous places. So that was really neat. Now, another thing that I learned while I was there was that a lot of the area that you're seeing, those are the actual tunnels. They haven't really burrowed them out more or anything like that, but they have been exploring them a little bit more and there's still some cool stuff kind of beyond the yellow chains, so to speak. And so they do actually go in and check those out a little bit more. Now, this place is privately owned, and so therefore they can continue to discover all sorts of cool stuff. And so your experience might be a little bit different than mine if you come out and visit. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time, and places like this are definitely that. New brain wrinkles, super fun, and a tour that was absolutely outstanding. Till next time guys, bye.